So I've tried intermittent fasting a couple of times. I literally can't remember what happened the last time, but I don't mind it. So
I totally blacked out.
yeah, not in a dangerous way, but yeah, I enjoy it because I'm not hungry as often.
Yeah.
Which that's enjoyable for me because I hate snacking because it does absolutely nothing for me except make me eat things that I shouldn't be eating.
Right.
So, and with intermittent fasting, it's like I'm not really eating that much less. I'm just eating at a different time.
Right.
So I'm enjoying it so far. And people say that it increases your energy, so I'm going to look at that over time and see if it actually does. Because I really want, energy. I want to feel like I can wake up every day and feel like I can handle everything and feel gung-ho about it,
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Not have to eat breakfast. Just kidding.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't like breakfast. It's just annoying,
Yeah. Well, I'm trying really hard not to get on a soapbox here.
Mm-hmm.
Because, that helped me heal a lot from my stomach issues was intermittent fasting.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to, not talk too much about it. I don't know why. I just feel like I'll be like, blah, blah, blah.
No. That's totally cool. That's what this is all about. Except my brother will probably watch this and be like, no, that's all wrong, because he knows everything about it, so.
Yeah. Or so you think.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I have to ask him because he actually does know, a lot about it.
We should have him on and talk about it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was asking him if I could have a drink in the morning that had some sugar in it. Those Starbucks ice drinks that are bottled.
Okay.
And he said that it's totally okay to have a sugary drink as long as you're not eating. So I don't know. I have to ask him about the technicalities of all that. I remember you were just drinking coffee, without the sugar or anything in it, right?
Well, so it depends. I mean, I've done it so many times. I can't drink coffee without sugar, or actually, I can drink without sugar. I usually have honey in it, actually. I don't usually have sugar. But I can't drink it without the cream. And for me, I think it's just too acidic or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a time when I was intermittent fasting, but that I would have my coffee, each day, but it did have honey and cream in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't drink it black. It just, ugh.
Yes.
So I don't know why I'm not formulating my thoughts about this.
Your potassium.
Maybe. Yeah, probably. It does really mess me up when I don't have that. I'm going to put this behind you. Is that better?
Oh, yes.
And I can kind of lean on you. Or it.
Mm-hmm. If only bananas were the solution, but it's not that simple.
I know. It really isn't. And the problem, yes, because my body just has a really hard time getting it out of food. And I could eat 20 bananas, but I don't even know if that would help. I have done that before, actually. So, anyway, that's that.
Yes.
I feel like I look horrible today.
No.
I need to get over it.
Your hair will look fabulous when
I actually do it.
In all its glory, you know.
Pulled back right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. So, okay, well, I guess let's say something about potassium, or not potassium, but intermittent fasting.
Mm-hmm.
So, Amberly, what is intermittent fasting?
It's fasting for a short period of time. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go 3 days without eating. At least
you could do that.
Yeah, some people do, but I think they really know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
For someone like me who, I'll do research on some things, but if it's not if I feel like I can wing it, I just do it. So, so I just make sure that I don't eat late at night. So the last time I ate was 10 o'clock, so I wait until 12 to eat today.
Okay.
But some days, on the weekends, it's easier to wait longer. So instead, I'll go the whole day without eating, and I'll start eating at maybe 4 or 5 or 6. And before that, I'll just take a nap, and that takes my mind off of things. But I haven't really been I don't really starve when I haven't eaten during that period.
Is that the same as anorexia, Amberly?
No, far from it.
I'm going to put a link to, I think his name is Dr. Lamb.
Yeah.
And I'll put a link underneath. Because I think he's really good about the way he describes it. and the health benefits of it and everything. Because I mean, the reality is every culture throughout history has had fasting that I'm aware of, religiously, typically, but it doesn't matter, why they're doing it. They're actually doing it. And then even in the Middle East, where, well, for one thing, they don't have, the same American problems over there. They don't drink, for one thing, and they don't eat pork. But, which I don't know how much that has to do with it. But I mean, the drinking, obviously, you look at all the men, they have really flat stomachs, right? And I'm sure that's, why. But also because they intermittent fast. Every year they intermittent fast for a month at Ramadan, So even in modern cultures, fasting is a part of the thing, So, and I feel like over there, it's well known that is healthy for your body. It's not just religious. Like, if you talk to people over there, they will say, like, yeah, it's good for your body because, this and that.
Yeah.
So, and they do it for basically, like, let's say a 12-hour fast, and then they have 2 meals, and then 12-hour fast. So that's basically what you're talking about, too, is you're saying you would eat until 4. So you're doing, like, 18-hour fast, eat for 6 hours, like maybe a couple meals, and then fast for 18 hours.
Yeah, and I looked online at an article that they seemed to know what they were really talking about. And there's different schedules for intermittent fasting. Like, some people fast for 12, some for 14 hours.
Some for 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, especially if you count the time that you're sleeping at night. I think that counts, right?
Yeah, it does count for sure, because that's why it's called breakfast, because you're breaking the fast.
Yes. So yeah, it makes it easier when you think about that. Get a full 8 hours sleep. That's already half the fast.
Yeah.
So it's not as hard as it sounds.
Right. Yeah, it's not actually hard. I totally agree with you. It's not hard at all, in my opinion. But it does take training. You have to train yourself to be able to do it. Because if you are used to, like, getting your blood sugar, that didn't even make sense. But
no, I totally
think that made sense to me, and hopefully
it does make sense. Do you listen to the radio? You know how gas stations have, like, those food commercials?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
that place. So they have a commercial that's talking about anytime you want, all throughout the day, you can eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. You can snack all day long. And it's just like, oh, that sounded so unappealing.
Right. Like, you, too, can be a horribly unhealthy person.
Yes, eating
by
gas
eating
station food.
all of your food at the gas station. Anytime, all the time. Processed everything.
Oh, I don't trust the sandwiches in there. I just don't.
The bag stuff. I'm sure they're sprayed with something.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh, man, we shouldn't use their brand name.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We will do that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay, I have a confession to make, though. Because I had to be gluten-free for, it was like almost 11 years, right? Maybe it was 11 years. Who knows? It was at least a decade. I stopped counting after that because I was sick of it. But once I got better, obviously I didn't just like start eating crazy foods, right? So I've been better for a year now. It's going to be I think it was like July 6th or something when I officially okay, I'm going to take a bite of toast because I know I'm ready. I think it might have been July 6th or something like that.
A monumental day.
I actually don't know what date it was, but I know it was at the beginning of July, so I just picked one. But anyway, so the other day, so it's been a year, so I was like in Smart and Final, and I was like, well, I mean, I know that Hostess sold the company, right?
Yes.
So I'm sure it's not the same as we're kids, and we were not allowed to have Twinkies and that kind of stuff when we were kids, right? My mom made homemade stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we were not, we didn't eat Twinkies.
Yes.
Okay. So I probably only had it like once or twice in my life before they sold, and obviously after they sold, that happened while I couldn't eat it. So I was like, I think I'm gonna try a Hostess. What are those brown cakes called? They're like,
I don't even know because I know
Swiggle or whatever.
We didn't eat Twinkies either, so I don't know any of the Hostess names.
Okay,
but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comment below what they're called. So I was like at Smart and Final, and they're like, sheesh, they're like 50 cents or something. Like, I don't know, what kind of flour is that? That it costs 50 cents, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I'll try it. We'll see. So I got a Twinkie and a just cupcake. Man, those things are disgusting.
I can imagine.
They were so gross. It wasn't even the taste per se. It was the texture. It was like kind of chewy. And I don't think they were old. I don't know. I do not remember it being like that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I think it was more fluffy. That was just a weird side point.
Oh, yeah.
Reminded me of that.
Well, I don't know, we're just talking about anything. Food, dieting, health, stuff
Random
like
stories.
that.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.